Kilala mo ang direktor ng PIDEA, si Wilkins Villanueva?
Opo, nagkaharap po kami, Your Honor.
Nandito siya ngayon. Pakitingnan mo nga at ituro mo sa amin kung kilala mo. Pakitayo, tumayo ka lamang. Kapagkat nandito siya eh. Tingnan natin kung kilala mo siya. Tumayo ka lang, umikot ka, tumayo ka. Tingnan mo maigi. Kung kilala mo, ang siyang nag-interrogate sa'yo, nakipag-usap sa'yo, ang director po ng PIDEA at that time ay si Wilkins Villanueva. Pakituro nyo nga kung sino siya. Kilala nyo na po siya?
Opo, Your Honor.
Sino po siya?
Medyo tumandaan na po siya kasi parang ano ko muna.
Pakituro nyo nga po kung sino kung nakita nyo. Medyo tumanda na nga siguro dahil
Kasi pa
20 years na yun eh.
Opo, kasi parang medyo naalangan niya kung siya nga ba talaga.
Director Wilkins, pwede po bang tumayo kayo sandali? Pakitayo nga, Miss Jed, ayan. Yan si Wilkins Villanueva. Siya ba ang nag-interrogate sa'yo? Siya ba, hindi pa kita pinapaupo, siya ba ang nag-fabricate ng mga salita mo?
Hindi po, si
Sino?
Monte de Ramos po.
Monte de Ramos.
Opo.
Pero yung Monte de Ramos, kasama ni Wilkins at that time.
Sa palagay ko po, kasi nasa office po kami ng PIDEA, tao niya po kasi siya po yung
So
doon.
sila ang nagsabi na ikaw ay nagdala ng mga karton-karton na mga chemical sa Dumoy.
Opo, Your Honor.
Mr. Wilkins, are you agreeing to what Miss Jed said?
No, Your Honor.
No, you're not. Alam mo, nung inausap ka rin namin noon panay ang mo Mahilig ka sa no? Dapat ang pangalan mo yung pangalan nung kalaban ni James Bond, si Dr. No. Mahilig ka sa no So nagsasabi ka ng totoo at nagisinungaling si Miss Jed. Is that what you're saying?
Mr. Chair, ang investigador ko noon
Is
ay
that
si...
what you're saying?
Mr. Chair, can you please
Will you
repeat
please
the question?
answer me directly? Answer me directly.
Mr. Chair, can you please repeat the question, Mr. Chair?
Ano ba yung question?
1 minute suspension.
Okay.
Hearing is resumed.
Naalala ko na. Talagang tumatanda na tayo no? Ang tanong ko, is that what you're saying? So, please explain.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, si Monte de Ramos was my investigator. So, ang sabi ni Jed Pilapil, dinala siya sa PIDEA. Tinanong si Jed Pilapil kung kasama ako doon na nagtatanong. Hindi siya sigurado, Mr. Chair, pero she presumed na naandun ako dahil nasa opisina ako. While in fact, wala naman siyang knowledge na naandun ako actual doon sa nag-i-investigate si Monte de Ramos, Mr. Chair.
Tama ba yon, Ms. Jed?
Your Honor, pwede po i-correct ko lang po yung statement. Kasi ganito, di ba tinanong niyo po ako kung si Wilkins Villanueva po ba yung nagtanong sa akin. Sabi ko po sa inyo, hindi po siya si Monte de Ramos, yung tao niya, ang nagtanong sa akin. Pero never ko na nagsabi na yung ano ba yung sinabi niya kanina, parang mali Kasi ang sinabi ko po, si Monte de Ramos. Tinanong mo ako ulit na ano yung...
Kasama niya.
Anong kasama ba niya?
Oo.
Sabi ko, probably kasi tao niya. Pero wala siya nung time na nag-investigate si Monte de Ramos.
Wala siya.
Wala siya.
Paano mo siya nakilala?
Kasi actually, isa siya sa mga sa akin po, nag-interrogate.
Sino po ang nagkaso sa inyo? Ang PIDEA?
Hindi ko po alam, pero sila po ngayon nag-file ng case sa amin.
Sila ang nag-file ng case sa inyo.
Opo, kasi
Ano po ang ebidensyang ipinakita sa inyo?
actually, Your
Sa
Honor,
korte?
hindi ko po alam kung ano po. Kasi nga,
Sapagkat na-convict ka, di ba? Convicted
yun ang
ka.
actually, ayoko na nga sana itong balikan, Your Honor, 20 years ago. Medyo masakit na I was able to forgive sa PIDEA. Kasi parang kung ano man yung ginawa ng asawa ko, kasi nasira yung buhay ko at saka yung anak ko. I've learned to forgive kahit si Sir Wilkins. Ayoko na sanang balikan to. Sa totoo lang kasi masakit yung ginawa nila. Ang worst doon kasi nung time na ano ba yun, basta yung hindi ko maintindihan kasi yung inquest ba yan na before yun, nag-waiver pala ako, pina-waive ako ng, hindi ko alam kung lawyer ko, hindi ko rin naintindihan kung bakit, basta ang sabi, mag-waive ako dahil makasuhan daw sila ng illegal detention dahil wala nga kaming kaso, sa totoo lang po, Your Honor. O dahil sa takot ko po, dahil sabi ng lawyer ko, hindi ko daw alam po kung ano yung katotohanan dito. Baka daw madamay ako dito. Sabi niya, magpirma ka na lang ng waiver for safekeeping. Yun ang naintindihan ko. Pero
Sabi ng lawyer mo.
Opo.
Sino po ang lawyer niyo nang sabi niyan?
At that time po, si Attorney Zulueta po.
Ano po siya? Saan siya nag-law lawyer?
Parang dito
Private lawyer po siya?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay.
Tapos
So
noon,
bakit niya nasabi na pumirma na lang kayo ng waiver?
siguro, Your Honor, dahil din wala talaga akong alam sa mga ganito. Dahil first time, sa life ko, sa family ko, wala akong mga kaalam-alam ng mga ganyan. Siguro lang, takot din ako at that time kasi nga, sabi niya, wala daw akong alam sa mga katotohanan for safety. Actually, napilitan ako, pumirma ako ng waiver para hindi sila makasuhan ng PDEA ng illegal detention.
So, Mr. Director Wilkin, can you please explain that to us? Inyong kinasuhan si Miss Jed, na-convict po siya at nakakulong ng 20 years. Narinig po ninyo, ang buhay niya ay nasira at wala siyang involvement sa operasyon ng kanyang asawa at pinabricate ng PIDEA ang kanyang mga sinasabi. Ano po masasabi niyo doon?
Mr. Chair, 3 months yung surveillance and casing operations ng PIDEA. Si Jed Pilapelsi, siya yung namimili ng mga equipment, freezer, water circulating vacuum pump, and then during the time na doon sa korte, dininay ni Jed Pilapil na kilala niya si Alex Kim. Mantalang merong mga footages kami na nag-uusap sila ni Alex Kim on a dinner. Mr. Chair, the case has already she was convicted in court and she was upheld by the Supreme Court. Itong kaso niya, Mr. Chair. So, for 3 months, imposible hindi alam ni Jed at ni Jong Pilapil na involved siya. That's impossible, Mr. Chair.
Ano po masasabi niyo ron, Miss Jed?
Sabi ko nga po, Your Honor, napatawad ko na po sila. Mahirap na po makipagtalo kay, sorry po, Mr. Villanueva, pero pinaglaban nga namin, kung pwede nga lang siguro, sa Honorable Court na to, ito sa Quadcom, pwede nyo naman po mabasa yung lahat ng ano, kasi yung sinasabi ni Sir Villanueva, na dininay ko si Alex Kim, never po na nag-deny ako sa kanya dahil nga siya yung lessee ng property ko. At nakarecord yan sa court na kami ay may contract of lease. Paano ko sabihin na hindi ko siya kilala? Nagpirmahan kami.
Matagal na kasi yung kaya palagay ko, wala na yung mga records. Ano po?
Palagay ko po, Your Honor, hindi ko na po
kayo
alam.
makakuha ng record para malaman po natin kung talagang sinabi niyo hindi niyo kilala si Alex Kim.
Pwede po, Your Honor. Di ba archive siguro yan? Pero ewan ko lang kasi 20 years ago, parang kahit nga ako yung ibang events, hindi ko na alam po.
Mr. Chair, ano bang magagawa natin dito? Yes. Kung halimbawa, kung makita natin na talagang totoo ang sinasabi ni Mr. Wilkins o totoo yung sinasabi ni Ms. Jet.
Chairman Karaps,
Mr. Chairman, before, with the indulgence of Congressman Denny, anyway, Sir Wilkins, doon sa narration ni Jed, tama po ba na of course, again, you will not remember the exact date, but ito, tandaan ni Jane, noong January 4, 2005, inimbitahan niyo daw si Jane, si Jed, at saka sa opisina niyo.
Hindi ko ma-remember yung
Oh,
date.
yung date. Pero,
Basta
but you
inimbitahan
confirm.
siya.
But you confirm.
Na ininbitahan siya sa
Oh, yeah.
office. I don't know the date, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Now, second, is it correct na nag-sign siya ng waiver?
I don't know, Mr. Chair.
Why?
Hindi para sa akin yung Mr. Chair. I have my investigator.
No, but you're the head.
Hindi na usually,
Ay, Sir Wilkins. Maglulukuhan ba tayo dito?
no, Mr. Chair. Kasi sa akin, Mr. Chair.
Project mo yon.
Yes, Mr.
Oh,
Chair.
ngayon, kinuha niyo yung subject, yung supposedly suspect, without a warrant. Di ba tama? Without a warrant? Their invitation?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
O now, para hindi kayo makasuhan, nag-waive siya. Umirma ng waiver, tama?
Hindi ko alam, Mr. Chair, kung nag-waiver siya because my investigator, sila yun, Mr. Chair eh. Usually, Mr. Chair, pag head
Mr.
ka ng
Wilkins.
office,
Mr. Wilkins, ikaw yung head of office, napakalaking project, tapos hindi mo alam, tapos hinayaan mo yung mga tao mo na papirmahin yung subject o yung suspect for a waiver?
Mr. Chair, as head of office, ang in-charge dyan is investigator. I delegate the job sa investigator. Anyway, Mr. Chair, may lawyer sila, Mr. Chair eh.
But in that case, Mr. Wilkins, are you not liable if ever there will be a violation of the rights of because you're just at the head and there is an investigator? Ito, theoretical lang.
Mr.
Are
Chair,
you not liable? Theoretical lang. Hindi ko sinasabi na he has all the bases of his overclaim.
usually, Mr. Chair, sa...
Hindi nga. Ang tinatanong ko, theoretical. Hypothetical. Theoretical. Are you liable or not?
No, Mr. Chair.
Why?
Dahil hindi naman...
But you are the head of the office.
Yes,
If-
Mr. Chair.
If illegal activity or whatever violation of law under your office, as the head of office, you are reliable, especially in this case. Especially in this case, this is a very big project of your office. Oh, CSC,
Mr. Chair.
nandito. Ito, CSC, this is not, CSC, this is not the subject. Are you a lawyer, sir?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to all the other members of the
This is the subject in your invitation, no? But tanongin na kita. In this case, ito, hypothetical lang. If the investigator of Wilkins violates the right of the suspect, is he not liable of any case?
Mr. Chair, there are circumstances that has to be met for the principle of command responsibility to apply to the extent that the principal may be liable. Because, Mr. Chair, as explained by former Executive Director General Villanueva, he mentioned that he delegated the conduct of, if I heard him correctly, the conduct of that operation to his investigator.
No, that is not the conduct of the operation, the conduct of the investigation,
Conduct
of the interrogation,
Mr. Chair.
of the interrogation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero sa project, nandun siya. Directly being supervised by Mr. Wilkins.
Like,
At inamin niya yan. Well, in fact, nagyabang pa siya dito. That is not a project of a Seattle, that is my project. And that's in record. Now, in that case, Attorney,
yes, Mr. Chair.
is he liable?
Again, Mr. Chair, as I've mentioned nga po, there are circumstances that would qualify
Cora
po.
Paduano, the indulgence na lang, attorney. Ang tanong natin is he liable on the basis of command responsibility?
Mr. Chair, as I am explaining, there should be qualifying circumstances present in a case for a principal to be liable under command responsibility.
There is, just like what you've said, that he delegated the authority to investigate. Kumonte de Ramos. Hindi na makapagsasabi ngayon, patay na eh. Palagay ko, namatay siya dahil dyan eh.
Mr. Chair,
Pangalawa, walang arrest warrant. Is that a violation too?
Mr. Chair, if I heard the representation of Mr. Villanueva correctly a while ago, the matter is already decided with finality in the Supreme Court. I would not like to comment on the merits thereof as it may violate our duty as lawyer as far as there is already a decision made by the Supreme Court. But again, with regard po doon sa possible accountability, administrative accountability or liability of Mr. Villanueva as the principal or head of the office during the time of that conduct of investigation, it will all depend po dun sa mga attending circumstances. Because as I mentioned, Mr. Chair, one of the requirements is that the principal should know that there is an irregularity or an omission that was committed, and despite knowing of such irregularity or wrong committed by his subordinates, he failed to take corrective actions on the matter. So
The irregularity caused the brokenness of the family actually. Anyway, Miss Jed, nabanggit mo na hanggang ngayon, hindi mo alam kung buhay pa o patay na ang iyong asawa? Hanggang ngayon, hindi mo alam.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Wilkins, alam mo ba na patay na si Alan T?
Mr. Chair, wala siya doon sa laboratory when the time was when we raided the laboratory, Mr. Chair.
So hindi mo rin alam kung buhay
Hindi
siya.
ko alam, Mr. Chair.
Oh, okay. So, ayan. Miss Jet, narinig mo ang sinabi ni Director Wilkins na hindi rin niya alam.
Opo, Your Honor. Actually, kung pwede pa akong magsalita. Sabi ko nga, sa 20 years na I was able to accept, gusto ko na sana matahimik na po ito, Your Honor. Kasi nag-suffer na po ako ng 20 years, yung anak ko. Di ba kanina sabi nga ng ma-decided na may finality na po yung kaso namin. Wala na akong magawa eh. Pero siguro tama yung sinasabi sa Bible na Proverbs 13:23 na for lack of justice there is waste. By waste talaga. Kasi yung buhay namin ng kami, magkapatid. Supposedly, hindi kami nagpapagasto sa gobyerno, sa pagkain, sa rasyon, sa kulungan. Siguro mas productive ko pag nasa labas. Pero sa nangyari, anyway, sabi ko nga, wala na kaming magawa. Tapos na eh. 20 years, hindi ganun kadali. Pero with God's grace po, He has a purpose at naging makabuluhan ng buhay ko sa kulungan. At yun ang pinapapasalamat ko. Sana po, bigyan na po ng peace ito kasi parang useless din, Your Honor. Dahil hindi na po maibabalik lahat ng na-damage sa buhay ko.
Salamat po sa inyong attitude. Ilan taon pa po kayo sa kulungan? Miss Jet?
Ano?
Ilan taon pa po kayo sa kulungan? Nakawala na ba kayo o ano ba? Ang status nyo ngayon?
Actually po, Your Honor, as far as I know po, I have already served the maximum sentence po. Kasi nga, with the GCTA po, nagpapasalamat po sa Panginoon dahil nga, meron yung bagong batas. I was able to avail ng GCTA. So from jail, sa tulong ni God, I was able to maintain yung good attitude ko sa jail until sa correctional. And I am even the trustee mula sa jail hanggang sa correctional. At ito ay pinapasalamatan ko dahil it's a privilege. Privilege lang po ito. And siguro nga, sabi ko nga, may purpose si God. At sa ngayon, ito sana, I would like to take this opportunity to speak if I may be allowed by this honorable committee na sana po mabigyan na po ng pansin yung hinihiling ko ng kalayaan, pati yung kapatid ko. Kasi 3 years old pa po yung anak ko, mag-23 na. Ang hirap i-explain sa kanya kung bakit hanggang ngayon nandito pa rin kami ng kapatid ko.
Ang iyong kapatid na convicted,
Opo, Your Honor. Nasa Dapicol po siya.
kumusta na po siya ngayon?
Sa awa ng Diyos nga, Your Honor, both of us, we
Wala
are,
rin din po siyang kasalanan.
pareho po kami, Your Honor. I will speak for my brother kasi kilala ko siya.
Kumusta yung anak ninyo ngayon?
Sa ngayon po, masasabi ko siguro sa tulong ni God, I tried to explain to her na God has a purpose. She must be strong. Sabi ko sa kanya. Medyo nasaktan lang siya talaga. Dahil nga ito sa nangyari ngayon, bakit naungkat na naman ito? Dahil tapos na nga. Tumahimik na nga yung buhay ko sa 20 years sa kulungan. Bakit ito? Pero siguro, baka ito yung opportunity sana mapansin na makauwi na rin kami ng kapatid ko. At para na rin sa kung okay lang po na. Marami po sa mga kasamahan ko sa kulungan na baka kasi itong body na to, I am praying for this body, hindi lang sa yung lawmakers ng Philippines na i-enlighten po kayo kasi ang daming, siguro, yung 20 years ko sa kulungan na nakita ko na baka mabigyan nyo rin ng pansin, lalo na po yung matatanda na namamatay na lang doon, sobra na ng 20 years, hindi pa nakakalaya. Yun lang po sana maano ko na sana hindi lang po ako mabigyan ng pansin po yung mga nakakulong.
Mr. Wilkins, alam ko po na mahirap din ang inyong kalagayan. Ano po? Pero alam nyo, tulad ng testimony po ni Ms. Jed, kung totoo po yung sinasabi niya, you are guilty of human rights violation. Kung totoo yung sinasabi niya, Mr. Wilkins. Tama ho ba ako?
I don't think so, Mr. Chair.
Sabi ko, kung totoo ang sinasabi niya, you are guilty of human rights violation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You are. Correct.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Kung totoo yung sinasabi
Hindi, kung totoo,
Yes,
you
Mr.
are
Chair.
guilty
Yes,
of
Mr.
human
Chair.
rights violation. At sasabihin ko sa iyo, kung totoo ang sinasabi niya, hindi ka na makakatulog mamayang gabi.
Mr. Chair, 20 years yan, Mr. Chair. Kitang-kita ko sa mga video.
Hindi ko na kinakailangan pang explanation mo, Mr. Wilkins.
DSJJ would like to ask question, and then we follow the list. First to interpolate is Congressman Rog Gutierrez. So before Congressman Gutierrez, DSJJ Suarez, you are recognized.
With the indulgence of Congressman Gutierrez, magandang hapon po, Ma'am Pilapil C. Paano po ba namin kayo pwedeng tawagin? Ano bang komportable sa inyo?
Jed po, Your Honor. Okay lang po.
Okay
Good
lang po
afternoon
na-
din po.
Tawagin po namin kayo, Jed.
Opo.
So, Jed, kumusta naman po kayo ngayon? Anong kalagayan nyo? Okay naman po ang pakiramdam ninyo?
Sa tulong ng Panginoon po, Your Honor, okay naman po ako kahit wala pa akong tulog. Kasi madaling araw po yung biyahe namin kanina.
So, kanina nabanggit mo, kasalukuyang kang nakakulong.
Yes, Your Honor.
At ilang taon na po kayong nakakulong?
Mag-20 na po by January 4 po.
But you said that you might be able to be set free due to good conduct. Tama po ba yun?
If God will permit, mapapasalamatan ko po yan.
Well, definitely God is just.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So that's one thing that we can be sure of. So ano po ba ang kasong hinabla sa inyo?
Section, violation of RA 9165, Section 8 and 10 po.
Okay. Can you just better educate the public? Ano po ba ang in layman's term itong nabanggit niyo pong kaso?
Honestly po, hindi po ako lawyer, no? Pero I'm learning a lot in prison. Dahil po sa pagkakulong ko, minsan nalalaman ko na tuloy kung ano pala yung mga ganito, ganyan. Lalo na po sa Republic Act 9165 nga. Dahil being a trustee, I'm learning also dahil nga minsan nakakaano din ako, nakakatulong yung inuutosan ako ganyan. So,
So ang sinasabi mo sa akin, sa kulungan mo lang nalaman.
opo, ito po yung isa sa mga parang good na na-learn ko sa
Revelation.
kulungan. Opo.
So ang ibig mong sabihin, naikulong ka sa isang kaso na hindi mo alam?
Exactly po, Your Honor.
At sino po ang nag-file ng kaso laban sa iyo?
Hindi ko po alam kung PDEA ba o ano kasi yung nalalaman ko po Republic of the Philippines versus JEDC pero kaya hindi ko alam kung sino talaga ang nag-file sa amin. Honestly.
Director Villanueva, can you confirm, was it PDEA that filed the case against Mrs. Jed Pilapil C?
It was joint PIDEA and AIDSOT, Your Honor. Ang nag-file ng case against
So PDEA and...
AIDSOT, yung PNP,
Okay.
under Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Director Villanueva. So anyway, Ma'am Jed, ang asawa niyo po ay si Alan C.
Opo, Your Honor.
At nabanggit niyo po kanina, bago po ng 2004, 4 na taon pa lang po kayo nagkakasama.
Nakasama po.
Okay. Doon po sa 4 na taon na pagkasasama ninyo ni Alan C., alam niyo po ba yung trabaho ng inyong asawa?
Sa pagkakaalam ko po, yun na nga, may business nga kami.
Ano pong negosyo ang...
Yung pinakauna po, yung manufacturing po ng mga junk foods. Tapos, medyo hindi nagkaintindihan yung partners. So, yun, nag-ship ng yung foam manufacturing ng foam, yung mga mattresses and yung metal furnitures. Yun po.
So I would imagine kung nasa ganito po kayong uri ng negosyo, meron po kayong factory. Meron po kayong pagawaan. Kasi kung metal furniture making, di dapat meron po kayong pabrika ng mga para dito. Kung meron po kayong foam manufacturing, di dapat meron din po kayong pabrika para dito. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. At ito pong mapabrikang ito ay sino po ang may-ari?
Hindi ko na po matandaan, Your Honor, dahil 20 years na po. Hindi ko na maalala, pero alam ko, isa ang asawa ko doon sa may-ari po.
Isa ang asawa mo sa mga may-ari?
Opo.
Okay. At doon sa mga nakakasama ng mga asawa mo sa kanilang mga negosyo, marami po sa kanila ay Pilipino, Chinese, ano pong mga nationalities po nila?
Kasi yung sa una, Filipino-Chinese. Tapos yung sa pangalawa yung sa foam, hindi ko sure yung isa kung Chinese ba siya na pure. Kasi magaling din siya magtagalog yung accent niya. Parang Pinoy na din baka. Hindi ako sure. Pero yung isa parang Chinese talaga yun.
So but you would confirm, base dito sa affidavit mo, na ang foam business ninyo ay may display area sa DCLA Plaza. Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. Tapos, at nabanggit nyo rin po dito sa inyong affidavit na ang kilala nyong may-ari ng DCLA Plaza ay si Hong Ming. Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
At kanina po, you positively identified Hong Ming to be the person in the photo, which we also know is Michael Yang. Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, the reason why I want to emphasize this point is if you remember, when we presented the matrix on Pogo, the DCLA Plaza was also mentioned as the same shopping mall to be owned by Michael Yang. The same DCLA Plaza which was used to be a front located in the city of Davao. So anyway, ma'am, nabanggit nyo na ito nga si Hong Ming. And may I also emphasize, Mr. Chair, na itong pong si Michael Yang goes by the name of Hong Ming as well because this serves as his Chinese name. So anyway, Ma'am Jed Pilapil, kabisado niyo po ba ang Dumoy sa Davao City?
Honestly po, hindi ako masyado kahit nakatira po ako ng Davao City. Hindi ako masyado familiar. Nalaman ko lang po yung Dumoy, nung binili ng asawa ko, tapos pinalinis yung area kasi may mga expired juices. Siguro yung may-ari before, nakalimutan ko na nga yung pangalan niya. Yun lang ang mga instances po na nakapunta po ako ng Dumoy.
So ano po, kasi syempre marami po sa atin at dun sa mga nanonood, gustong mailarawan sa kanilang isip kung ano ba itong Dumoy. Ano po ba itong Dumoy? Is this a factory? Is this a place in Davao? Can you further explain kung ano po itong Dumoy na ito?
What I know po, Your Honor, it's a place, parang part ng Davao City. Dumoy Torel. Para siguro, hindi ko sure kung barangay ba itong Dumoy o ano. Kasi Dumoy Torel, sa Torel kasi yan, located in Torel, Davao City po.
Okay. So, base po sa mga statements ni Colonel Asierto at ng PIDEA, nabanggit po nila na may naganap na raid sa Arlene Apartment sa Davao noong 2004. Kasama po ba kayo doon sa mga na-raid?
Hindi ko po, i-clear ko lang po, Your Honor, kasi kung raid, wala kasing raid na nangyari sa Arlene Apartment kasi ano lang yun, yung parang in-invite lang po kami. Kasama yung mga kapitbahay namin doon. Kasi 127 yan na door. Kami
Okay.
sa door 1. So in-invite yung mga kapitbahay na yun sa parang sa investigation. Wala pong raid na nangyayari po sa Arlene Apartment po, Your Honor.
So, walang raid na nangyari?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Kaso lang, kayo po at inyong mga kapitbahay ay nandoon sa Arlene Apartment.
Opo, yun ang dinala sa... Yung iba kasi sa immigration kasi may katulad yung parents ni Alan C. Nandun sila sa immigration dinala. Kami sa PIDEA.
Okay. Director Wilkins, are you familiar with this Arlene Apartment incident?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So can you expound to us what are the details to this?
Right after, kasi again, balikan natin during the surveillance and casing operation, yung dalawang...
Yung Arlene Apartment lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yung dalawang sa Davao City, dumiretso sa Arlene Apartment. So talaga nakatutok kami sa Arlene Apartment, Mr. Chair. After the inventory and after everything has settled down, pumunta si Mayor Duterte at ang iba pang mga part ng joint pumunta sa Arlene Apartment nung gabi. At yun yung sinasabi ni Miss Jed Pilapil na nagpunta si Mayor. But during that night...
Correction. Walang sinabi si Miss Jed Pilapil na pumunta si Mayor. Ang sinabi lang ni Mr. Pilapil sa amin ngayon, sa ating ngayon, na walang raid na nangyari dun sa apartment. So, ewan ko lang kung saan mo na idagdag yung kwento na yon, Mr. Villanueva.
Kasasabi lang, Mr. Chair, kaninang before you, kasasabi lang ni Miss Jed Pilapil
mention that
na nung gabi 9:30 pumunta si Mayor.
sa bahay?
Arlene Apartment. Yung bahay niya, Mr. Chair, is sa Arlene
kanina
Apartment.
nyo ba nabanggit yun, Ma'am Jed?
Yes, Your Honor. Kanina po, nabanggit ko nga po na yung pumunta nga po si Mayor, yung tanong kanina, nakalimutan ko po. Pero yung sa tanong nyo po na na-raid, ang sagot ko po, wala pong raid na nangyayari doon sa Arlene
That's my
Apartment.
point, Director Villanueva. Kasi you mentioned that there was a raid that was conducted in Arlene Apartment. And she was there. Nando kayo yung
Yes, Your Honor.
pumunta sila. May pang-raid ba na nangyari?
Actually, hindi nga po raid kasi si Mayor, nung pumunta siya doon, kinausap niya lang naman ako, tinatanong niya nga yung hinahanap nga niya si Alan C., yung asawa ko. Wala naman nangyari na raid. Iniwan niya lang yung 3 tao doon na nagbantay po sa akin. Yun lang po.
Okay. So ang kwento mo naman, ang version ng kwento mo, Director Villanueva, pagkatapos nung warehouse incident, dumiretso kayo dito sa Arlene Apartment.
Yun ang
correct?
sinasabi niya, Mr. Chair, yung 9:30, na nagpunta kami nila Mayor sa Arlene Apartment at doon sila nakapag-usap nila
Hindi,
Mayor.
yung version mo, ano yung sinabi mo kanina?
Yun na yun. After sa pumunta na si Mayor at yung member ng team doon sa Arlene Apartment dahil wala si Alan C. doon sa Dumoy. So pumunta sa Arlene Apartment at doon nakita si Jed Pilapil, Mr. Chair. That same night, Mr. Chair.
So I just have a question, Director Villanueva. Why of all areas sa Arlene kayo pupunta? Was there an information or were there intelligence reports that he was to be found in that area?
Mr. Chair, kasi doon na daan doon si Jed Pilapil at si Alan si nakatira doon sa Arlene apartment.
Okay.
For 3 months, doon talaga sila makikita.
Okay. And you confirmed this, Ma'am Jed Pilapil?
Yes, Your Honor. Doon po kami nakatira sa door 1 ng
Okay.
Arlene apartment po.
Okay, thank you very much. So anyway, sinabi niyo po walang raid ang nangyari.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, kayo mismo nandoon.
Opo.
Sino pa ang mga kasama niyo doon?
Yung anak ko po, yung katulong isa, at saka yung mother at saka father-in-law ko po.
At dito mo sinabi, at dito, base sa salaysay mo, dito sa ibinigay mo sa committee, pumasok ang dating mayor, galit na galit.
Oh, galit na galit siya. Pero hindi siya pumasok. Doon lang siya kasi parang yung parking area, may gate doon lang po siya. Actually, hindi siya pumasok. In-invite ko nga po siya na, Mayor, pasok po kayo. Sabi niya, hindi naman daw siya magtatagal. Kaya hindi na siya pumasok. Nakatayo lang po siya doon sa may gate po.
Okay. So, hindi nyo kasama si Alan C. at that time?
Hindi po, kasi nga, hinahanap ko nga po siya.
Okay. So, parehas nyo hinahanap. Hindi rin kayo masyadong pamilyar dito sa warehouse sa Dumoy, tama?
Yung warehouse nga po, sasabi ko nga po kanina, hindi po ako, yung kumbaga, siguro kung once or twice na nakapunta po ako doon, yung naglinis, yung naghatid po ako ng Venetian blinds. Yun po.
So mga ilang beses po kayo nakapunta doon, Ma'am Jed?
Hindi ko talaga exactly ma-remember, Your Honor, kasi medyo matagal. Pero as far as I know, siguro at most 3 times.
3 times.
O parang ganyan, pero as far as I remember,
Yeah, okay. Before that, tatanong ko lang si Jed. Jed, yung sinasabi ni General Wilkins Villanueva na yung Arlene apartment, doon sa 7 pintuan ng apartment din, wala kang kilalang Chinese na nakatira doon?
ito po ang totoo. Mga Chinese, marami po doon kasi may mga occupants na mga Chinese. Pero hindi ko alam kung mga chemist sila o ano sila. Kasi mga
Pero
Chinese,
alam mong merong Chinese.
may mga Chinese po doon.
Okay, sige. General Villanueva, the chemist that you were referring to,
Doon, sir, dumiretso after galing sa airport,
so
Mr. Chair.
from the airport, dumiretso doon sa...
dumiretso sa Arlene
Arlene.
apartment, Mr. Chair.
Exactly doon sa apartment unit
No,
ni...
Mr. Chair. Doon sa
Isa doon sa 7.
isa doon sa 7, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige, salamat. Now, we
Mr.
recognize Congressman... before Congressman Gutierrez,
Thank you.
Consia Adyong.
I ask.
By the way, let me remind everybody, we have Mr. Britannico, we have other resource persons here as well, and we can ask questions later.
Yeah,
Please
but-
proceed.
Yeah, before I lose my chance of asking General Wilkins, this will be very brief po. Thank you, Rog. Gusto ko lang balikan. Miss Jed, sabi mo Jed, yung ano mo, no? You mentioned na negosyo nyo sa inyong asawa is yung nagdi-deliver ba kayo or
Display po.
nagdi-display kayo? Sa,
Opo, yung mga mattresses po sa DCLA po.
Okay, DCLA. Ito yung DCLA, sinabi mo naman na ito yung owned by Hongmin, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Yung sa DCLA, and you recognize yung si Michael Yang, yung Hongming na yung tama po ba? Pinakita
Yes, Your
niyo?
Honor.
Opo. Known ba ito, it's a common knowledge in Davao na itong DCLA na na store is owned by a Chinese by the name of Hongmin.
Hindi ko po alam kung alam lahat.
Oo.
Kasi as far as I know, alam ko na siyang may-ari. Kasi nga, sinabi ng asawa ko na siya yung may-ari ng DCLA.
Okay. Yeah, kasi Mr. Chair, may mga kakilala din ako taga Davao, talagang common knowledge po sa Davao na ang may-ari talaga ng DCLA is a Chinese. No? Na-mention mo, may partner yung asawa mo sa pagdi-display ng mga ano?
Yung sa
ng-
phone
Sa
po.
phone, yes.
Opo,
Sa
Your
phone.
Honor.
Okay. Hindi ba, natatandaan mo yung pangalan niya?
Yung apelido lang po, yung isa, Tan.
Hindi ba yan si Mr. Jimmy Tan?
Ay, opo, Your Honor, parang siya, Jimmy ba yun? Yung
Jimmy
sa
Tan.
dating owner po
own-
ng Duratex po.
Oh, yan on. Siya
Opo.
yun. Yun siya yung partner nyo.
Siya po, isa sa mga partners po.
Okay, sige. So, gusto ko lang kung tanungin si General Wilkins Villanueva. Yes. The last hearing, I asked you about how did you able to locate and gather evidences against Alan C. and et al. Di ba? Kasi tama po ba, di ba? I
Yes,
asked you
Mr.
about
Chair.
that. And you mentioned about, for the past 3 months, you have dedicated personnel, operatives na bantayan at isurveillance si Alan C.
Yes,
right?
Mr. Chair.
And earlier, you mentioned also about Miss Jed Pilapil buying some, I don't know, maybe you've been doing surveillance on Miss Jed Pilapil and Mr. Alan C.
Marami, Mr. Chair. Pati yung Alex Kim,
Okay.
naka-ano na rin yun, Mr. Chair.
So I presume that since you were doing surveillance, you know Miss Jed Pilapil and Miss Alan C goes to DCLA store.
May mga footages na nagpupunta sila
yes
doon
po. So can you confirm
sa
na
DCLA.
Alam niyo po yung DCLA?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ilang taon na po kayong operative ng PIDEA in Davao City?
Since NAR group ako doon, Mr. Chair, 2001 hanggang 2007 ako sa Davao City, Mr. Chair.
And have you ever encountered, for example, or learned that the owner of DCLA is a Chinese?
Hindi ko, we are not particular kasi ang laki ng DCLA, Mr. Chair eh. Iba't ibang talagang ang laki nun. Ang concern namin yon during that time is yung display area, yung Polytex na foam na kung saan naandun sila.
Yeah, but
yung meeting ni Hongming and Alan C, wala kaming footage nun or
Yeah, but-
walang report on that, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, because apparently, Mr. Chair, what nagiging curious na ako because the way I understood your explanation in the previous hearing is that you've dedicated time, invested your so much resources just to pin down Alan C. And I just got curious why pag tinanong kita, since nagsisurveillance ka, how come you did not even at least bother to know why the C couple have been going to this DSLA store and what are the business there? At saka you never bothered to asking people who owns this DCLA, which apparently ay si Hongmen na siya pala yung Michael Tan. Kasi 'di ba General Wilkins, no? We've been asking you kung bakit there was never any instance where in your report Michael Tan ay nasali doon sa matrix nung sabi nyo si Asierto lang, narinig nyo lang si Asierto. It was never in the part of your investigation. So ngayon that Miss Jed is saying na hindi, kilala na nila si Hongmen, that's Michael Tan. Nagiging lang ako, medyo na-intrigue lang ako. Bakit doon nagkaroon ng some gap doon sa missing nung inyong surveillance to a point na hindi nyo man lang tiningnan kung ano yung interest ng C couple na pupunta sila doon sa DCLA, which happens to be a common knowledge is owned by a Chinese, na hindi mo lang kayo magtanong na 3 months kayo nag-invest ng time, resources, and operatives. Bakit to ganun?
Mr. Chair, kasi initially talagang walang Michael Yang sa personalities. Kung if you will remember back yung statement ni Asierto, nag-start yung Michael Yang noong 2016. Kasi kung may Michael Yang, again, kung may Michael Yang doon sa 2004, isinama namin siya sa pag-file ng kaso, Mr. Chair. So during that time, wala talagang Michael Yang na lumalabas or Hongming na lumalabas.
Pero kilala nyo po, na alam nyo po na ang may-ari nung store na yon ay isang Chinese by the name
Chinese,
of Hong-
Mr. Chair.
by the name
Common
of
knowledge yun,
Hongmin.
Mr. Chair, sa Davao.
At alam nyo po na Hongmin din yung pangalan.
Hindi ko, sir, we did not bother to ask because he was not our person of interest during that time.
Shouldn't it be part of the, I don't know kasi I don't know how you do your surveillance in your case building strategies, but shouldn't be a matter of interest also since they've been going to this store a couple of times. Would that at least pique your interest?
Mr. Chair, kasi talagang task priority requirement kami. Kukunti lang kasi kami, Mr. Chair eh. Kaya nga, yung beforehand nag-start kami, nag-usap kami ni Colonel Asierto, sino ba yung mga personalities natin? Before we started, walang Michael yan or Hongmin na nakalagay doon, Mr. Chair. So, we concentrated on the different personalities na doable na naandyan. So, one of those surveillance operations that we conducted, pumupunta sila JEDC dun sa lugar. But, display area kasi ng Polytech yun si Mr. Chair eh. That is owned by Alan C. dun sa Bunawan, Davao City.
Anyway, I will not labor on that point, Mr. Chair. I just find it I just find it interesting why a big project, hindi nila miss out nila yung ganun, no? And then just so happened, it's curious, naging curious lang ako kasi Hong Ming and Michael Yang are one and the same as positively identified by Ms. Jed. Tapos samantalang, I mean, ang kinakatakutan ko dito, Mr. Chair, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilkins Villar, I'm not pointing finger at you, Baka may cover-up nangyayari, as a Madam Chair. Kasi if we are really trying to dig deeper into this case, no, si Hong Min and Michael Yang, andun sa Matrix, is he known to be one of the drug lords, Chinese drug lords, who happens to own a store where Miss Jed and his husband, Alan C., goes to and do business while the PIDEA is doing a 24-hour surveillance for 3 months. I don't know if you can answer that, Mr. Chairman. You're smarter than I. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. General
Sir.
Wilkins, question lang, no? Si Johnson Chua, who is, sinurveillance nyo rin yan.
Actually, yung Johnson Chua, Mr. Chair, is lumabas lang dun sa toll lag namin. Wala kaming muka until nung
Nagkaroon na siya ng muka.
nagkaroon siya ng muka, Mr. Chair.
And-
Kaya kung makikita nyo dun sa picture kanina, Johnson Chua, silhouette.
Oh.
So, Johnson, ang priority namin talaga, Mr. Chair, is Johnson Chua, who is the financier, Alan C., who is the operations officer, and Alex Kim, yung nag-rent ng Dumoy apartment kay Jed Pilapil si Mr. Chair. Yes, Mr. Chair, siyang operations officer, Mr. Chair. Eh.
Correct me if I'm wrong, kasi may...
Hindi ganun, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. Salamat po. Now, we recognize...
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of Congressman Gutierrez, I just have one question.
Okay, make sure just one.
Just one,
Okay,
just one.
thank you.
But it's a very long one. Ma'am Jed, matanong ko lang, sinabi ninyo meron kayong display doon sa DCLA?
Yes, Your
Yeah,
Honor.
so that's not a question, that's just a statement, Mr. Chair. Now I'm gonna go to my question. Ilang buwan nyo pong dinidisplay yung mga produkto nyo doon?
Actually po, bago lang kasi yung yung politics, kaya hindi ko ma-remember kung ilang buwan, pero hindi siguro siya nag-last ng mga 2 months. Basta madali lang talaga.
Mabilis lang.
2004, opo. Kasi kakaumpisa lang po ng Polytex, tapos nangyari po ito. So wala, ano lang yun, siguro mga October, November, mga ganun po.
At doon sa another question, Mr. Chair. Ilang beses mo nakitang kasama at nag-uusap yung Mr. mo at saka si Michael Yang?
Pag pupunta po kasi kami, magkasabay po kami. Pag pupunta doon, sila lang po nag-uusap kasi hindi po talaga ako makaintindi lahat-lahat. Ano lang, konti lang po na Chinese ang naiintindihan ko.
When
Kaya,
you say doon sa DCLA o doon sa bahay, saan ba sila
hindi, sa
nag-uusap?
DCLA po. Kapag pupunta kasi kami doon, di ba, halimbawa mag-check kami yung inventory ng yung mga mattress. So, hindi ko naman talaga maano kasi kung mag-usap man sila, hindi ganun siguro katagal kasi pag uuwi kami siya, nagda-drive ng sasakyan, so sabay kami.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to put down that in my notes.
Thank you, DSJJ. Congressman Rog Gutierrez, you have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, most of our questions have been asked already. I'll just try to make this quick po, no? But before anything, maybe you know, Mr. Chair, through the ComSec, if SPO for Carillo has made an appearance today.
ComSec? Si SPO for Carillo ba nandito?
But Mr. Chair, we made the invitation. For
Yes,
last
we
time.
did invite him, and He did not even send a letter of excuse. So wala. Yes.
So, Mr. Chair, maybe later we can take it up on admin matters po siguro. If I recall correctly, SPO4 Carrillo was supposed to bridge the gap between the Dumoy raid, in between PIDEA and BI. Unfortunately, now that we have the testimony of Ms. Pilapil C, we could have patched it all together, but given na wala po siya, I think we might still have to have that invitation. So at the proper time po, siguro, Mr. Chair.
At the proper time,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Chair, proceeding po, no, I'd like to direct my first questions to former Director General Villanueva. Sir, good evening po. I hope you'll indulge this representation po, no. I know you've already given your testimony on this for the past how many hearings already, but you have to understand we're trying to stitch together your testimony, Asierto, Las Cañas, and now, of course, si Ms. Pilapil C. Just to quick background po, no, you've mentioned this earlier that tama po ba, is it fair to say that these 4 raid, well, the Arlene apartment was not a raid, no, but the raid on the Dumoy Arlene apartment, Polytech's compound, and then the Agdao warehouse, were these all related?
Yes, Mr. Chair. But the Arlene apartment was not a raid, Mr. Chair. We just visited the Arlene apartment.
So these 4 localities in which you have conducted, the 3 were raids and 1 was just a visitation for invitation to interrogate po, no? These were all linked by what po? Ano yung naging base pa? This is all centered around Mr. Alex C.
It was all centered on the surveillance and casing operation for 3 months, Mr. Chair. And of course, centered on Alan C, Mr. Chair.
So it's centered on Mr. Alex C, and they're all related in the sense po na based on your findings, the Dumoy property, the Arlene apartment housed the chemists, and maybe know the relation po of the what were the other one?
Agdao, Mr. Chair.
Agdao warehouse and the
Bunawan, Mr.
Bunawan.
Chair.
So
Yes.
ano po yung relation ng Bunawan and Agdao?
Yung Dumoy, Mr. Chair, yung Arlene apartment, Mr. Chair, is doon nakatira sila Alan C. At doon dumiretso yung 2 chemist galing sa Maynila papuntang Davao. So naging place of interest namin yung Arlene apartment. Yung Agdao, Mr. Chair, is doon naglalagi si Mr. Kim, one of those who died during the raid, doon naglalagi si Alex Kim. May bibilihin, tapos pupunta doon with yung aluminum truck niya. So, point of interest pa rin namin yung Agdao. Yung Bunawan, Mr. Chair, is, I believe, owned by Alex Kim. At doon naman sila magkasama ni Jong Pilapil. And that Bunawan, the Polytech's corporation, ito po yung foam factory nila Alan C. at Jed Pilapil. Na andun, Mr. Chair, doon namin nakuha yung napakalaking air scrubber. Air scrubber is walang use on industrial. Tinanong namin ang Amerikano tungkol dito, pinicturan. Actually, bumisita doon yung Amerikano. Ang sabi niya, this will be used for mega laboratory somewhere. Kasi sinabi namin, andito na yung Dumoy. No, it will not be used there. It will be used somewhere. So maybe they are preparing those equipment, the air scrubber, somewhere para makapag-set up ng another laboratory, Mr. Chair. And luckily, yung Agdao, Mr. Chair, naandun lahat. Dun sa Polytechs International, Mr. Chair, is naandun yung air scrubber, Mr. Chair.
Tried to point earlier po, no? You mentioned that you had an organic membership in your... This was not PIDEA yet po, no, at the time? This was the predecessor?
Wala pang actual PIDEA dyan, Mr. Chair, kasi kagagawa lang ng PIDEA, 2002 eh. 2004, pulis pa po yung galing NARCOM, yun yung naging PIDEA. Tapos ang ginamit ko po doon ay members din of the personnel from Regional Mobile Group 11, Mr. Chair.
So this was already a composite
Composite,
group, but-
including yung EDSOT ni Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair.
But Mr. Chair, at the time, those under your command, what was your position and title po at this time? What was your office?
I'm the regional director of PDEA Regional
So may
Office.
PDEA na po at this
Yes,
time.
Mr. Chair.
Newly created 2002. It's just
Yes,
that wala
Mr.
pang
Chair.
tao. So how many organic members of PDEA did you have at your
Wala
command?
pang, ano kami sir, Mr. Chair, wala pa kaming 15.
Okay, so
Kaya
not
nga
even
kumuha ako
15.
na ibang tao sa PACER, kumuha ako na ibang tao sa Regional Mobile Group.
And
Mr.
this
Chair.
included si Mr. Madre Ramos po ba? Yun?
Monte de Ramos, Mr.
Monte
Chair.
de Ramos
Yes,
is
Mr. Chair.
organic member ng PDEA.
Hindi, Mr. Chair, kasi galing siya ng NDEP before. Hiniram ko lang muna siya para maging PDEA. Actually, wala talagang organic talaga na PDEA kasi panay police kami, Mr. Chair.
So, Mr. Chair, at the time when you composed this group, you had actual supervision of this operation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So I think this is just going back to the point of Chairman Abante when asking if you had, if we were talking about command responsibility. It's not something na may organization that you were detached. You had not really handpicked, but you requested to come up with this group and you had direct supervision.
I
This
have
is not
supervision.
to imply anything. Of course, you enjoy the presumption of regularity. But I just wanted to point out po, siguro at what Chairman Abante was saying, that in relation to command responsibility and whether there be liabilities, I think there was a very close-knit and direct part for your team as a whole. I don't think it was that detached. Po, no? But we'll go back to that po, at a later time, Mr. Villanueva. So you have an organic group of 15 plus coming from the other law enforcement agency personnel that you could muster. And you conducted this operation centered around Mr. Alex C. Tama po? Alex. Yung husband, Alan, sorry. Mr. Alan C., Alex Kim, and then the Pilapil siblings. And that's how you conducted the four. So at this operation, I wouldn't want to say casualties po, Mr. Villanueva, no? But during the operation, the Dumoy Lab, there were 6 fatalities. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Were there any live live suspects? That were
Wala po,
apprehended?
Mr. Chair.
Wala. So just
Wala
the
po.
6. Then from the Arlene apartment, you had 13 based on the blotter na you invited for interrogation.
Hindi nga ako pa familiar, Mr. Chair. But because based on the blotter, maybe there's 13 of them. But hindi ako familiar kung ilan ang actual nun, Mr. Chair.
So that's just based on the blotter po. So sa
Yes,
Arlene
Mr.
apartment. For the Agdao and the Bunawan raids, wala pong
Walang
na.
tao, Mr.
So this is mostly just the air scrubber sa Bunawan and then the precursor chemical.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So if we're talking about personality suspect, so out of the 13 that you invited for interrogation, and you don't recall po no how many, eventually, according to the plotter, you turned it over to the Bureau of Immigration. And doon po tayo nagkalituan po, no?
Yes, Mr.
Last hearing, you said you don't remember how many you turned over. The Bureau in Bureau of Immigration naman wouldn't know also how many they received. That's why po we were trying to invite si SPO4 Carrillo. And why is that po again, Mr. Villanueva? Mr. Carrillo was under your command po ba? And siya yung in charge? ng
He was
custody
my
nila?
operations officer during that time, Mr. Chair.
And he was definitely in charge of the turnover to the Bureau of Immigration.
Actually, Mr. Chair, dahil nagkakaganong-ganon na kami, so may mga lakad sila Carrillo na sila na yung lumakad. And part of that is sila na nga yung turnover nung mga Chinese do sa immigration, Mr. Chair. So, personal knowledge, wala akong personal knowledge actual dun sa ginawa ni Carrillo. Pero part of that is, ito yung sinasabi ko na kung anong mga kailangan yung gawin, you do it because everything was delegated. Meron akong team para mag-file ng kaso, meron akong team para to conduct further investigation, meron akong team to collate other pieces of evidence for future anti-drug operation. So, ganun na yun, Mr. Chair. So, kung ano yung ginawa nun nila Carrillo, nila Monte de Ramos, it was delegated, Mr. Chair.
Of course, Mr. Villanueva, Mr. Chair, that's precisely why we would like to invite SPO4 Carrillo. And that's why we reiterated that. Kasi siya nga po talaga may personal. We don't doubt that you have or do not have personal knowledge on this matter. We understand the delegation of powers that you had to conduct. But we just wanted to know po that in fact we are looking for the right person. Si SPO4 Carrillo talaga yung in charge regarding the invitation for interrogation. So with that, Mr. Chair, we'd like to know what you do know for personal knowledge regarding that January 1 invitation. So tama po ba? You confirmed as questioned by Chairman Abante that you invited si Miss Jed Pilapil C noong January 1. Tama po ba?
Marami ring dinala sa office eh. Marami ring dinala sa immigration kasi kasama doon Davao City Police Office, Mr. Chair eh. So composite pa rin yun eh, composite. So kanya-kanyang investigation, hindi kasi kaya ng PIDEA to conduct its own investigation sa ganong karaming tao. So we delegated some people na imbestigahan ng EDSOT, imbestigahan ng Davao City Police Office, at imbestigahan ng PIDEA. So during that time, si Jed Pilapil, dun sa PIDEA because she's the main person of interest namin, Mr. Chair.
Wait, so, Mr. Villanueva, through the chairman, most respectfully, you had information that chemists from the USDA came from Manila po, no? Arrived, and you have not identified yet sino yung chemist. You were able to get 13 people from Arlene Apartments. Tapos dinivide po ninyo kung sino ang mag-i-interrogate.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Parang gano'n na nangyari, Mr. Chair eh.
Wouldn't that be odd? Because if you're trying to investigate as to one piece, what shouldn't it be that the PIDEA as the lead agency? You said that this was your operation. You should have the bird's eye view po kung ano ang alam, what is the involvement of certain personalities. Paano yun? So like, there would be independent investigations, interrogations, tapos nagpapasahan na lang po kayo ng information.
No, Mr. Chair. Physically, Mr. Chair, yung PIDEA office is as big as this. Maliit lang ang PIDEA office during that time, Mr. Chair. Hindi namin kayang ipunin lahat yung tao doon at investigahan lahat.
So you're talking about custody?
No, yung investigation, Mr. Chair. Kasi hindi kakasyang lahat ng tao na andyan na napakaliit ng office namin. So I decided, sige, ikaw ang mag-handle dito. Kuha ka, mag-handle ang EDSOT. Meron din silang iniimbestigahan. So sa PIDEA, ang priority namin is yung nakukunan namin sa video at surveillance footages.
So you made selections naman po. Out
Yes.
of 13, you identified which ones you would
Yes.
prioritize sa PIDEA.
Si SPO4 Carillo, Mr. Chair, ang nag-decide kung sino yung si SPO4 Carillo and of course Monte de Ramos ang nag-decide kung sino yung kakausapin nila, Mr. Chair.
So at the time po, what was identified? Definitely, we have Ms. Jed Pilapil C. And would you recall who else were brought to the PIDEA?
Hindi ko matandaan talaga, Mr. Chair.
But you remember having Ms. Jed Pilapil C there for the investigation?
Right after the investigation, Mr. Chair, kasi maliit lang yung office nga makikita mo eh. Meron lang akong maliit na kwarto, but sa labas naman siya kinakausap. So, most probably nakita ko. But I cannot remember clearly kung what transpired during that time.
But wouldn't it be po, kung maliit yung inyong opisina, mas maalala mo kung sino-sino po yung nandun? Kasi maliit nga po and you only had how many of them?
Nakita ko, Mr. Chair, but yung actual interview on her, I did not witness during the actual interview, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Villanueva. I had more questions, but I think
Yes.
at a later time when we have SPO4 Carillo together,
Okay.
so we can tighten.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
Thank
Chair, I'd like to direct my questions to Ms. Pilapil C.
Before that, Congressman Gutierrez, I have here a letter from the OIC of the DPRM of the Philippine National Police informing us that Police Major Baltasar Carillo has passed already. So nandito natin is anyone from DPRM? Can you please give the committee an information as to sino ba to? Police Major Baltasar Carillo. Can you please identify yourself?
Good evening, sir. I'm Police Major Randolph Amor-Cabilis Macoy from PRBS, the Chief Inventory Section of the Pensions and Gratuity Division.
Sige, what can you tell this committee about Major Carillo? Because he was invited for today's committee hearing, but he did not attend.
According, sir, to the issued General Order Number NHQG or CPO 2020-820, Police Major Baltasar Kimson Carillo from Pro 11 is effectively posthumously retired effective December 19, 2019 po, sir.
So, the information is well taken. So, you may proceed, Congressman Gutierrez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I guess that would explain why no letter was received by this committee. It's unfortunate po, no? Because he would be our only lead to the question of what happened, what truly happened in the Dumoy and Arlene Apartments issue. But we'll see what we'll have to do po with our other. We'll have to see it a later time po, no? Mr. Chair, maybe ask really briefly lang po, no? They mentioned the DRM died in action. Was this during a police operation? Sige po, Mr. Chair. Just have her question on the side. So, Mr. Chair, proceeding with my interpellation, I'd like to ask si Ms. Jed Pilapil. Ma'am, magandang gabi po.
Good afternoon po, Your Honor.
Good afternoon po. Good afternoon. Ms. Pilapil, nabasa po namin yung slide dito. At marami po kayong nabanggit in relation to po yung nangyari dito sa Dumoy. May ilang katanungan lang po ako in relation po dito. Nung una, medyo, pasensya na po na ulitin ko yung tanong po, no? Kasi medyo nalito po kanina sa interpellation ni Chairman Abante. So kayo po ay naimbita para sa isang investigation nung January 1 at naulit po ito nung January 4, tama po ba?
Opo, Your Honor.
Nung January 1, sino po yung sabi po ninyo, parang si Monte de Ramos?
Siya yung medyo mahaba-haba talaga na investigation. Pero naimbestigahan din po ako, pinapasok ako ni Sir Wilkins doon sa office niya, yung maliit niya na office, kasama yung anak ko, bitbit ko, na may tinatanong din po siya sa akin.
Nung January 1 po ito?
Opo.
So, January 1, mahaba-habang investigation by Monte de Ramos, may short portion pa. Akala ko po sabi po ninyo, hindi po nagtanong sa'yo personally si Mr.
Hindi yung kanina kasi sir, Your Honor, I'm sorry. I'm saying na hindi po si Sir Wilkins dahil we were talking about yung investigation at the time which was conducted by Sir Monte de Ramos. Hindi po siya, wala po siya doon. Pero sa totoo lang, separate kasi yun eh. Tinanong niya ko doon sa office niya. May tinanong din siya sa akin. Yung kay Sir Monte de Ramos, yun yung mahaba-haba ng mga tanong-tanong niya.
So ito po yung sinasabi ni Mr. Villanueva kanina na maliit yung opisina, meron siyang sariling office, kayo po nasa labas. Doon po yung question po kayo ni Monte de Ramos. Tapos at a later time, pumasok po kayo sa opisina mismo ni Mr. Villanueva. At meron rin kayong interrogation na pong nangyari po.
And ano po, Your Honor, I cannot exactly remember if nauna ba si Sir Wilkins o yung si Sir Monte de Ramos. Pero I was interrogated in the same day po na kasi ito lang yung tinanong sa akin ni Sir Wilkins na Jed, ituro mo kung saan pa yung mga laboratory ng asawa mo kasi parang ito yung bargain para makalaya ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, hindi ko nga alam po yung asawa ko na may laboratory, paano ko ituturo na meron siyang ibang laboratory. Kayo naman ang nag-surveillance. So actually, I was sarcastic at that time. I'm sorry for that. Nasagot ko talaga siya, bakit mo ko tatanungin? Kayo naman ang nag-surveillance, alam nyo kung saan yung mga laboratory ng asawa ko, kung meron nga. Bakit akong tinatanong nyo? So, medyo na siya doon, na-offend siguro siya doon. I can still remember at that time kasi hinahawakan ko yung baby ko. Nung tinatanong niya ako kung saan-saan pa daw yung mga laboratory ng asawa ko.
Sige po. And I would ask Mr. Villanueva, but he's made it clear that he does not, hindi niya po naalala na kayo po ay tinanong po niya at the time. So, we'll take that testimony as it on its face po. No? So, Ms. Pilapil, si Monte de Ramos, mahaba-habang investigation. Si Mr. Villanueva, according to your testimony, may konting investigation rin po sa inyo. May si Carillo po ba ay nag-interrogate po sa inyo or any other members na kilala po ninyo?
Si Sir Carillo, nag-ano din siya sa akin. May mga tanong-tanong. Actually, naalala ko yun. Pinapunta ko doon sa likod ng office ng PDEA. Hindi talaga sa office. Nagtaka nga ako bakit doon ako dinala. Yung parang, ewan ko doon, parang may maliit na, parang shade lang doon. Hindi ko rin kilala yung mga tao na nag-interrogate sa akin. Marami sila actually. Binibidyo pa nga ako nila while nagatanong sila sa akin. Doon sila, pero hindi ko talaga sila kilala kung sino sila.
Sige po. And, naimbita ulit po kayo sa PDEA, no? Noong January 4.
Opo, Your Honor.
And sino po yung mga nag-investigate po sa'yo? Can you give us a rundown po, gaya nung ginawa mo po dito for January 1? Sino pong unang...
The same pa rin people. kaya nga ito, hindi ko sila makalimutan kasi ito silang dalawa, si Val Carrillo at saka yung si Monte de Ramos, sila po yung yung palagi nagtatanong po sa akin, Your Honor.
Separately, hindi magkasabay.
Hindi. Iba-iba.
Separately January 4.
Opo.
Nung January 4 na investigate, na interrogate, na question po ba kayo ni Mr. Villanueva?
Hindi ko na po maalala. Once lang po na...
So January 1 po yung naalala.
Oh, once lang talaga. Naalala ko na yun lang. Tinanong niya po yung tungkol doon.
So going back po to sa yung investigation ng January 1, nabanggit po ninyo na tinatanong po kayo kung may mga laboratories or whatnot. But based on sa sinumpaang salaysay po ninyo, nabanggit nyo na tinanong rin naman kayo kung ano po yung inyong mga negosyo. At doon mo po nabanggit, no? Dito binanggit po ninyo na candies at chocolates yung distribution doon sa Agdao.
Opo.
And nabanggit po ninyo na binili nyo rin yung Dumoy para iparenta. Binili rin po, meron rin po kayong paggawa ng foam at metal sa Bunawan. At of course, yung Arlene apartment, doon po kayo nakatira. So coincidentally, ito rin po yung 4 locations na naging target po ng investigation and raid ng PDEA. Tama po ba?
Hindi ko nga po alam na sinosurveillance po ko, Your Honor. Honestly, wala kong alam.
Pero yun nga po, ito yung mga localities, ito yung mga location. Itong mga binanggit mo po dito, yun mismo yung mga na-raid.
Kasi yun po yung parang routine ko po araw-araw.
Okay po. So at the time po, nung nalaman po ninyo na based on the investigation, halimbawa, yung paggawaan po ninyo ng foam and mattress sa Bunawan, nahanapan pala ng air scrubber. Yung inyong warehouse sa Agdao na supposedly for distribution of candies and chocolate. I'm sure may mga pictures po yun na pinalabas. Nagulat po ba kayo?
Honestly po, Your Honor, hindi ko po talaga alam na meron yung mga scrubber, yung mga gina-mention po ni Sir Wilkins. Wala pa akong alam dun. Kasi pag pupunta po ako sa office, sa area, usually sa office po ako kasi nga ako ngayon nag-a-account po sa business po.
Back po sa binanggit po ninyo tungkol sa Arlene apartment. Sabi po ninyo sa inyong apartment, 5 po kayo, no? That's 6. Ikaw po yun, yung inyong asawa, yung inyong kapatid, mother-in-law, father-in-law, at kasambahay. Tama po ba?
Anak ko po.
Ay, at anak pa. So 7. Tapos, yung in the other rented apartments na mga Chinese nationals rin, may naalala po kayong number? Kung ilan po sila doon? Ilan pong...
Kasi kami, door 1 po kami, Your Honor. Tapos yung door 2, C din yun ang apelido, pero hindi ko sila kilala. Mga Chinese din yun. Yung 3, yung 4, hindi ko nakilala. Yung sa 7 lang po.
Pero total number of occupants po, maalala po ba ninyo? In addition to the 7 na kayo po sa inyong apartment.
Hindi ko talaga maano, Your Honor, kung ilan po talaga yung sila. Kasi nung dinala po kami doon sa PDEA, pinasakay po kami lahat, pero hindi ko po alam kung ilan kami at that time po, Your Honor.
Sa bagay po, no, inamin naman ni Mr. Villanueva na nung kinuha po kayo from Arlene apartment, separate na po kayo to different offices. So hindi sabay-sabay yung based on the blotter na 13 personalities. Sige po. One last question po, no? Kasi sana po naintindihan po ninyo na naramdaman ko po yung sinasabi po ninyo earlier to the Honorable Chairman. Masakit po na balikan tong experience. Pero I hope you understand, kailangan po namin ito kasi nga po marami ng mga pieces of evidence, testimony na lumalabas ulit. This is why we have to revisit po yung nangyari. And one of those mentioned was that of 2 of them actually. Yung testimony ni Arturo Las Cañas and ni Colonel Asier. At may nabanggit po na personalities. Nung una, si Mr. Hong Ming Yang na naitanong na po sa inyo and you confirmed na kilala po ninyo. But I also have to bring up si Mr. Johnson Chua and I think this was also questioned by, Chair Barbers, I think. Kilala niyo po ba si Mr. Johnson Chua?
Kilala ko po siya kasi siya po yung nag-rent ng door 7.
So kasama rin po siya sa Arlene apartment?
Opo. May pamilya po siya eh. May asawa siya at saka anak.
Siya po ba ay kasosyo rin po ninyo in yung sa Dumoy, yung sa Agdao, yung sa Bunawan?
Hindi ko po maalala pero sila, friend po sila ng asawa ko po.
Malapit na magkaibigan po ba or
siguro kasi nga yung 'di ba kapitbahay tapos minsan kasi nagmamadyong sila doon. Yun lang. Parang yun lang ang parang nakikita ko na ano nila, na pumupunta siya doon. Maglalaro ng mahjong po.
Mr. Chair, may we know from the Secretariat if we have a picture of Mr. Johnson Chua, just for confirmation.
Do we have a picture of Mr. Johnson Chua? Comsec?
Well, Mr. Chair, while that's
Not,
being done...
not on our files, but we will ask the Secretariat to look for it.
Sige po. Mr. Chair, actually my questioning is done. I'll just reserve for other time. Siguro when the picture is ready, we'll
Okay.
just flash it briefly. But with that, I'd like to conclude my interpellation. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Gutierrez. Just a clarification kay General Wilkins Villanueva. So, Wilkins, ilang buwan yung sinurveillance si Alan C?
3 months, Mr. Chair.
So, dun ba sa 3 months na surveillance ninyo, hindi nyo na nakita o narinig na lagi niyang kausap si Michael Yang?
Wala, Mr. Chair eh.
So, hindi...
Honestly, Mr. Chair, kung alam ni Asherto at alam ko na involved si Michael Yang, Mr. Chair, hindi makakalusot si
Hindi,
Michael
pero
Yang.
ganito, sabi mo kanina, it was a joint operation
Yes,
between
Mr.
the
Chair.
PIDEA at saka AIDSOT, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
PIDEA, represented by you and your team, at si PIDEG o si AIDSOT, represented by Colonel Asherto at
Yes.
saka yung team niya.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero dun sa report ni Colonel Asherto, at lagi niyang sinasabi sa atin na meron siyang intelligence report against Michael Yang. Hindi ba niya shinare sa iyo yung information, yung intel na yan?
Yun nga ang problema sa kanya, Mr. Chair eh. Kasi during the time na magkasama kami, wala namang Michael Yang kami.
Kasi if it was a joint operation, sabi niya may Michael Yang, sabi mo wala. Kaya napakahirap timbangin kung ano ba yung rito issue. But we will get to that more comprehensively in the next probably hearing, no?
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang pong sabihin to Mr. Wilk, the last hearing that we had, nung sinasabi niya yung tungkol sa buhay mo, Mr. Wilkin, ako nagsalita, no? Di ba? Nasigawan pa nga kita sapagkat hindi mo naman sinasabi yung tungkol sa buhay mo eh. Pinagtatanggol mo si Michael Yang. Oh, kita mo, tinan mo ugali mo. May ugali ka pang hindi maganda rito. Hindi mo kinakailangang magkaroon ng ganyang ugali. Sinasabi ko lang sa iyo ang totoo. At the time that you were actually telling us who you are and your family, you mentioned Michael Yang and you even protected him. Yun ang nakalagay. If you want, we could be able to get the record para makita din malaman natin. Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Okay, salamat, Congressman Abante. Yun lang, no? It still remains a puzzle to most of us, considering that merong joint operation, pero yung side ni Colonel Asherto, meron siyang intel against Michael Yang, and on the side of PIDEA, where most of it are your team, no? Team, kasama mo yan, pati si Carillo. Kayo nagsisurveillance kay Mr. Alan C. Doon sa surveillance nyo kay Alan C., sinabi mismo ng asawa ni Alan C. na madalas silang pumupunta sa DCLA, kausap si Michael Yang. Pero sa inyong report, wala yun. Sige, please respond to that and then we will ask the next interpellator. Sige, yes, General
Ito na nga
Wilkins.
kasi, Mr. Chair eh. Kasama ng team ko yung AIDSOT. Kung alam ni Asherto na merong Michael Yang, si Michael Yang makikita lang sa DCLA, Mr. Chair eh. Hindi naman nagtatago si Michael Yang during that time. Lumabas, Mr. Chair, si Michael Yang 2016. And so, sa akin, wala akong idea na involved si Michael Yang doon.
Pero hindi na share sa iyo ni Colonel
Wala,
Asherto.
Mr. Chair eh.
So walang exchange of information kayo.
On that Dumoy clandestine laboratory operation, Mr. Chair, ang target lang is Johnson Chua, Alan C., and
Alex Kim.
Alex Kim, Mr. Chair. Kung merong Michael Yang, Mr. Chair, na i-share dapat si Asherto Ang daling kunin sa ang daling puntahan sa DCLA.
Hindi, kasi, like example, no, ito si Alan C., Chinese citizen ito. Dumayo ng Pilipinas, napunta ng Davao. Ang kausap, mga Chinese. So definitely, if Alan C., maaaring ang mga kausap niya sa Pilipinas na Chinese din, ay maaaring may involvement sa kanyang negosyo. And I'm sure nasagi niyo yan o natisod niyo yan doon sa inyong intel. It's just that it's still a puzzle to us kung bakit hindi lumalabas ang pangalang Michael Yang sa side mo. Pero sa side ng ka-joint operations mo, ay lumalabas. So again, kagaya ng nasabi ko kanina, we will discuss that, deliberate on that in the next Quadcom hearing. And I hope you will still be here to cooperate with us, General Wilkins.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
I'd just like to share my observation in connection
Chair,
with what you said.
Okay,
No
short
questions,
observation.
just observation lang.
And then we now move to
Chairman.
Congressman Ernix Junicio. Sige, Congressman Kit.
Yes, sir. Yes, because I also questioned Director Wilkins about it before. And he mentioned nga na they picked up 11 other Chinese persons who were living right next to Alan C. Living lang. No, nakatira lang doon sa apartments right next to Alan C. They picked them up because they were considered persons of interest. Just because they were living right next to Alan C. Now the question is, why wouldn't you go and question Michael Yang if Michael Yang was a business partner of Alan C? Pinick up mo nga yung mga kapitbahay lang na Chinese din. Bakit hindi mo man lang questionin yung Michael Yang na pinupuntahan, sabi ni Jed C, pinupuntahan nila, kinakausap nila. Yun nga that's what's boggling me kasi pinick up mo yung 11 others who are just residents and residing near Alan C. Yet hindi mo pinick up yung taong kausap nila at kanegosyo nila. Yan si Michael Yang. Yan lang po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Kit. Can we show a picture of the Secretariat? Paki-flash mo nga yung picture, papa-identifyin muna natin kay Miss Jed Pilapilsi, kilala mo ba yan? Ayun, sa likod. Ayun. Ito sa harapan mo. Ito.
Yung mukha niya po parang almost the same, parang ganyan. Kaya lang kasi yung picture niya
Kanino?
parang madumi, ano ba yan?
Kaninong mukha yan?
Yan si Johnson Chua po.
Okay, Johnson Chua. Okay, sige, salamat. Thank you, hindi yan madumi. Luma lang yung picture. Okay, sige, thank you. Next, we'd like to acknowledge...
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, is the SDS...
Meron lang akong kay General Wilkins, General Wilkins, nung didetain niyo po si Jed, meron po kayong warrant of arrest?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Ano po ang basihan niyo? Bakit niyo ikinulong?
Hindi naman kinulong, Mr. Chair. She was invited for interview.
She was invited, but after the interview, ba't di niyo po pinalabas? Ano po ang basihan niyo? Bakit hindi niyo binalik?
Yun nga, Mr. Chair. I cannot, since it's already delegated to my investigator, hindi ko alam na kung ilang araw ba siya doon. Basta ang instruction ko is to conduct interview on Jed Pilapil because talagang person of interest siya, Mr. Chair. As to detaining her, no personal knowledge ako, Mr. Chair. Kasi magpa-follow up operation kami doon, Mr. Chair. During that time, we are busy conducting follow-up investigation and operation on other sites. Kung nasaan na ando ng mga warehouses, Mr. Chair.
DG, ikaw ang head of the agency. Kailangan po alam nyo yun. Diba? So, kung yung mga subordinate nyo, in-interrogate siya, you will approve it. Kasi, hindi ho pa biro-biro to kasi kanina pa ako nakikinig. Kasi si Jed, si Ma'am Jed, nakulong siya na walang warrant of arrest. Parang kidnapping po ang ginawa nyo eh. Parang ganyan nakikita ko kung walang warrant of arrest kung hindi nyo binalik. Si Ma'am Jed.
I believe, Mr. Chair, hindi naman siya nakulong for... Hindi ko alam, Mr. Chair. I don't have the knowledge eh. Kaya hindi kita masagot, Mr. Chair eh. Hindi ko alam kung ilang araw ba siyang nakulong doon, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, can I,
Yes, Congressman Akop,
Congressman
with the
Akop.
indulgence of SDS Gonzales.
Gerald Wilkins, si Madam Jed Pilapit, ay dalawang beses na pinuha ng PDEA. If I remember it right. One is when you went to the apartment, pinuha siya. And in January 4, 2005, pinuntahan ulit siya, kinuha ninyo siya. And after that, hindi na siya nakalabas. Yun ang katotohanan. And it is on record ng PDEA blatter na binabasa ko. And I do not know the reason why. You do not know. Parehas tayo nang galing sa police, di ba? You are more ranking than Colonel Acerto. Tama.
Pareho lang kami nun, Mr. Chair.
Pero, and pursuant to the law, lahat ng operation ng police, pursuant to the law. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So in other words, sa joint operation na binabanggit mo, ikaw ang overall ground commander.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And you are the one responsible for what your men will do and will not do. Tama?
Yes, Mr.
Under
Chair.
the principle of command responsibility. Bakit
Yes.
dinideny mo ngayon na hindi mo alam? You should accept responsibility for all the things that your people did outside the bounds of law. Di ba? Turo sa atin yan eh. And now, here, naririnig ko yung sagot mo kay SDS. You do not know anything about it. Inihuhulog mo na yung mga tao mo. And that is not supposed to be the case for a commander. Di ba? Kaya sagutin mo si Juan, si SDS ng tama. You are the overall commander of the joint operation. Kung ano man ang mali doon, sagot mo dapat. Kasi ikaw ang commander eh.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, answer the questions of the SDS properly. Kasi nagtataka ako. Parehas tayo ng pinanggalingan. Pero hindi ganyan yung pagkaturo sa akin. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. With the indulgence again of Congressman
Okay, I will give the
Gonzales.
floor to Chairman
Okay,
Carabas.
Congressman Paduano, you are recognized.
Chairman, anyway, naunahan lang ako ni Chairman Akop. Kasi, General Wilkins, eto, last warning ko sa iyo ha. Sa nangyari, you're lying. Gusto mo i-cite ko na? Ano pa yung mukha mo eh? You're not respecting this committee. And I warned you, this will be the last. Kanina nang tinatanong kita, akala mo hindi kita babalikan? Now you admit that is all about your command responsibility. Well, in fact, magtuturuan na, Acerto, dinideny mo. Of course, your words against the words of Acerto. Now, eto si Jed. Did you really interrogate personally, Jed Pilapil?
Yun nga, Mr. Chair, hindi ko kasi maalala na kinausap ko siya. Basta ang alam ko, nasa opisina siya, Mr. Chair.
Ayun
And
yung
I
problema.
don't lie, Mr. Chair.
You're not lying, you lie. Just a few minutes ago. Sa harap ko. Sinabi mo na delegated, that authority was delegated to your personnel.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Nung tinanong ka ni Chairman Akop, inamin mo. question of command responsibility. Are you not lying?
No, Mr. Chair.
Also, Mr. Chairman, with that, I move to cite in contempt General Wilkins. Pasensyahan po tayo dito. In violation of Section C, Section 11, letter C, of our rules. So move, Mr. Chairman. Pinagbigyan na nga kita. Yun pa ang sagot mo?
There is a motion to cite in contempt General Wilkins Villanueva for violating Section 11, paragraph C, refusal to answer relevant questions from the committee. This was duly seconded. And do I hear any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.